Hey guys, welcome back to another ride. In today's ride, we're gonna head over to the Supercharger, get charged up. Let's go. Auto wipers are not wiping the window for some reason, so we're just gonna do it manually. And already in gear. There we go. And tap the accelerator to get the car moving. It's accelerating towards the speed bump here. Oh, not slowing down for the speed bump. Not slowing down for the speed bump downhill. Whew, rough start. Rough start. Here comes the next. Whoa. Phantom brake in there for no reason. Not sure what's going on. I'm gonna try to clean this windshield a little bit better. Alright, here we go. Coming out of the complex. Just trying to respect this stop sign. Doesn't make any sense why they would have a stop sign on the way out. But it is what it is. Right here. Let's see, current speed limit set to 25. Let's see what it does when it gets on the road. There's a van coming from the left. We can go after the van. Oh, a lot of hesitation, another car coming. Could have made it, but they didn't take the chance. Okay. Nice. Speed limit 35. All right, maybe it's fixed now. It's picking up the correct speed limit here on this stretch of the road. It used to pick up 15 for some reason, but now it's picking up the correct speed limit. Maybe my voice notes finally paid off. I'm going to start correcting all the issues that I'm having because it seems like the system is repairing them at a very fast pace as long as you report stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that every time there's a mistake. So at my turn at work with the flower divider, I'm just going to disengage and do a proper turn right before it because we already know it fails every time. So I'm just going to do that a couple drives and see if it fixes the turn. And we'll get confirmation that they're like repairing these things on the fly basically. Which is really exciting. I'm coming up to our traffic light here. Looks very busy this morning. Wow, yeah. Let's see how it navigates all these cars here. I've seen online a lot of people are reporting like no disengagement drives, which I've had some in the past with previous versions, but this version has not been that successful. So let's see what it does here. We're just waiting for the few cars to move along in front of us. Getting closer here. And there's nobody coming. We should go now. Fantastic choice. Whew. Lots of sunlight coming our way. Wow, it's pre-staging well in advance. 0.7 miles. And I don't know if it's because of the car in front of us or not. We're driving 1 mile under the speed limit, which doesn't make any sense. There we go. Now we're driving the speed limit. Anytime in the passing lane, it should be going a little bit faster. I'm going to go ahead and push it a little bit. And I'm gonna put on my sunglasses because the sun is going crazy. Alright, the sun is like right in my eyes here. Good, slow down for this turn. Very nice. We do have a green arrow. Let's see if we can make it. We're going kind of slow. We may not be able to make it. Come on. Yeah, we did it. Hit it on the green arrow. Speed limit is 45. We should be taking up slowly. Yeah, very nice. Well done so far. Well done. Got 3 seconds for this green light. Probably not going to make it. Got a yellow. Hard stop. Really hard stop. Wow. Probably one of the hardest stops I've felt on this version so far. It could have definitely made the yellow, but it chose to slam on its brakes. Ugh. Not very comfortable for sure. Yeah, we got our green arrow. Nice tight turn here. It's not going very wide. Great speed choice here, 42 and a 35. We're still hitting all the manhole covers, which I'm not a fan of. But maybe I should start avoiding them. Let's see what happens. Really big slowdown before this turn uphill for some reason. Now we're accelerating back up. Alright, some of you requested that I get like a lapel mic, and I'm happy to purchase one with the monetizations from this channel. So let's get to 1,000 subscribers, and we'll pick up a lapel mic and go into the city and do some FSD testing in New York City. Eye monitoring system works really well with the sunglasses today. I've had a couple days where it didn't work so well. There's a car behind me here right in my butt because it knows that there's going to be a speed increase here. 250. Wow, a lot of traffic coming off of 78. Let me see here. Is there a... I'm not seeing any traffic issues or anything. 54 and a 50, phenomenal speed choice for this road. The guy behind me is still right in my butt, even though I'm going 4 miles over the speed limit. Yeah, I had one of you guys comment that, you know, I'm making a mistake by pushing the car faster above the speed limit, and in most areas people don't drive above the speed limit. But in my opinion, the FSD software should be able to drive correctly in whatever locality it is. So if the best driver in New Jersey drives 5 miles over the speed limit everywhere, then that's what FSD should do in that locality. Because otherwise it'll create, you know, uncertain situations on the road. Because if there's an expectation of every driver around you that you're going 5 miles over the speed limit, and then you start going exactly the speed limit, then you're going to run into problems. People are going to try to pass you, or honk or ride your ass, which creates additional uncertain situations that could potentially lead to an accident. And the whole point of the software is to avoid those situations completely. I completely agree with you that once everyone's car is autonomous, it should just follow the speed limits. That would be the easiest. But I think by that point, you could probably drive faster than the speed limit because it'll be safer. Alright, big slowdown here. Even though we're going right, we should have just kind of snuck by that situation. Did a good job with the yield sign, and we picked up the speed limit for the highway, 65. Accelerating to get on the highway. There's a truck coming up on our left. It really should pick up and slide in because the lane is ending. Force the truck to move over. Alright, we had to hit the accelerator. This truck did not want to let us in, and he'd rather move over into the lane next to us than slow down a little bit, which doesn't make any sense, but that's what we have here. So I didn't actually have to disengage, but I did have to push the accelerator to get us where we needed to be. We are on the interstate stacked now. So I need to select the speed manually. I'm going to set it to 75, which is roughly average commute speed. As you can see, I'm going 68. Cars on the left are passing me. There's a police officer to the left of me. He's passing me. So people are cruising on this road during their morning commute. So yeah, you see the entire flow of traffic. There's cars behind me, there's cars in front of me, and I'm getting passed on the left here in the passing lane. If I was driving 65 right here, I'd be impeding traffic 100%. Like, people will be honking, people will be giving me the middle finger while they pass me on the left and right. So it's important to train the system to drive in the same manner as all the other drivers in this locality until all the cars are completely autonomous. And then at that point, we can have the cars do whatever once we figure out the safety aspect of things. They can go faster, they can go slower, whatever is best for saving lives, because ultimately, like, going 5 miles faster, it doesn't really make sense. We slowed down a little bit behind this truck, 67 and the 65. Max speeds to 75. We do have some signs here, 50 miles an hour with the work zone area. And it's still reading the road as 65, so it looks like it's prioritizing the map over the cameras that it's using. I'm going to move over in the left lane manually, because there's a lot of cars that are going to be merging in. I really don't want to deal with that. Now, in this situation where we have this solid white, so they want us to stay in our particular lanes in this work area, and most of the time FSD's trying to switch lanes, which I would highly discourage. So I have to always attempt to switch lanes unnecessarily with the solid white line. Stop with the lane switch. it does that every time for some reason. It just tries to switch lanes on these solid lines. I don't mind if it switches lanes when it's like, dashed lines. But solid lines, we should not be switching lanes because we'll definitely get a ticket if an officer sees us doing that. So I'm just going to move over to the right here. Get out of this guy's way. It looks like he's trying to pass us. We're doing 75 and 65. We do have people passing us on the left. Or in a hurry. About 0.9 miles away from our highway exit that always shoots off like crazy, so I'm going to disengage right before the exit, and I'm going to drive in nicely like it's supposed to, and then I'm going to do that every time moving forward and see if that corrects the turn after a couple times. That happens on the interstate stack, so I suspect it's probably not going to be fixed until, oh gosh, this guy just shooting for the roadkill. Luckily he missed it. Yeah, luckily, it probably won't be fixed until the end-to-end highway stack is merged with the local stack. So good job here, giving this truck to the right, plenty of space. I love the fact that the car shifts over in the lane just like a human would. It gives the truck that additional space that it needs. Feels more comfortable as a driver. I'm still wearing sunglasses, and we haven't had any issues with the monitoring system. Usually it likes to yell at me when I'm looking at the screen, so I'm going to move my eyes to the screen. Let's see. Keep my head straight, move my eyes to the screen, and let's see if it detects that I'm not paying attention to the road. Nothing yet. Keep glancing over at the road to make sure that I'm safe. But yeah, it's not picking up that I'm looking at the screen almost this whole time while I keep my head straight. And we're coming up to our turn here. 0.6 miles away, 0.5. We are stacking up for the exit. A bit of a rough slowdown because of this car in front of us. Taking a rough turn into the exit lane. Swerves too much. Gotta come up with a better note for them next time. I was thinking about what I was saying instead of preparing what I'm going to say for the voice note. But that was definitely a smoother exit than having it just shoot according to the white line. We're going to be turning left here towards the towards the Charger, and we'll see if it gets these left turns correct. Last time I corrected it, so we're gonna see if it's gonna pick the correct left turn for the Charger. There's like a back-to-back left turn for the same parking lot. And it keeps trying to pick the first one instead of the second one, which it's supposed to. That's one long red light. Alright, the sun's going to be at our back, so I'm just going to take these off. There we go, ready to go. Nice, it takes the appropriate lane from that turn. And we have another red light here. Perfect. We got a truck parked on the side here that we have to go around. Good slowdown here, going around the truck, crossing the double yellow, which is supposed to do. Perfect. Alright, let's see how it does on this left turn here. Hopefully it'll pick the right one this today. If not, I'll disengage. Here for this turn. Okay, maybe it is. Didn't get a voice note there. Okay. But you saw that it tried to take that first left turn. We need this second left turn into this parking lot. And we're stuck here at the red light. Being very cautious. Alright, thought it might have tried to shoot through before these cars get moving, but it waited till everyone passed. Now we're making our turn. And we're making our right here as well. Nice distance from the curb. It slightly corrected itself. I'm going to take over here because it's starting to freak out in the parking lot. Very unsure about what it's doing. Let's see. We'll take 3B. Yeah, this is a 150 kilowatt charger, so we do have to park every other one to get the fastest charging speed, so just keep that in mind when you're at Superchargers. Pay attention to the type of supercharger you have so you can pick the right spot and get you charging quick. All right, guys, we're going to pause here for a minute till we charge, and then we'll resume once we're ready to continue to the office.
A few moments later.
All right, charging's all done. We're going to continue our ride here. Let's go. I'm going to push the accelerator because it never takes forever to start on its own. Yeah, she's not looking at me at all. Yep. I'm here. Alright, we're going to make a left at the stop sign here. Nice, good stop. Got some cars from each end. Should be moving through. Oh, okay. I guessed correctly about that BMW. Oh, come on. Don't stop for the squirrel. Oh, boy. That was very abrupt stop. Interesting. Attention monitoring is not available for some reason. Yep, I'm here. Hello. Eyes right here. Very strange. As I said, sometimes it just doesn't work. So I don't have the little green dot that's monitoring my eyes right now for some reason. Hope I get it back. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense. I'm not wearing sunglasses or anything. There we go. Okay. Attention monitoring is active now. Yeah, very strange that it started out that way. And had some hard braking back there for a car slowing down for a squirrel. And that squirrel was like nowhere near their car. People do strange things all the time. So we're going to make it hopefully all greens here. I'm looking forward to finding out how this turn's going to go. At the flower divider by the office. So the charging for me took about 30 minutes today because I got there with 10% charge, and it's a 150 kilowatt charger. So it took about 30 minutes to fully charge up, and it was around $15. During that 30 minutes, I was basically on a call doing my thing. And as soon as it was done, I unplugged and I'm on my way. I usually charge up a little bit more than 80% because by the time I get to where I'm going, it ends up being at around 80% anyway. So I account for that difference because you can charge up a little bit higher as long as you're driving immediately after charging, because you don't want the battery to sit above 80% for a long period of time. So I went from 10% to 84% in about 30 minutes, which is not bad at all, in my opinion. And it was a slow charger as well. The 150 kilowatt hour charger instead of 250. Those charge a lot faster. I used some V4 chargers that are 250 kilowatt, and those work really well. But most of the time I'm charging from like 30% to 80%, and that takes about 15 minutes, and it costs like anywhere between $8 to $12 depending which supercharger I'm doing that at. And I charge mostly at superchargers because I don't have any charging at home. Alright, here we go. We're coming up to the complex here, the office complex. I'm going to make a right. Sometimes it gets the speed limit wrong here. Down on the speed limit. Alright, good. It's picking up 15, correct speed limit. Good. Sometimes it picks up 25 and the car just takes off in this area, but it's doing really well. Alright, here comes the flower divider. Nice and wide here. I'm going to take over just so I can show it how to do it properly. And it looks like they don't want, interesting, they don't want a voice input here for some reason. focus here. Yeah, that's interesting that it didn't give me an option to do a voice input for that particular turn. But it was turning earlier than it should have. It would definitely be shooting for the divider and then correcting itself. All right, nice auto parking. Perfect as usual. Become very reliant on the auto parking in the last, in these last few versions, and it's been great. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified when the next video comes out. Take care of yourself, your family, and have a great day.